This dining room air conditioner, they say, is not working. Look. So it reads 78 downstairs. Reads 78 downstairs. The output temperature was about 70. So we've got condensers running. I can't hear if we have a compressor running or not. This seems to be a pretty good indication that we're cooling. P-trap doesn't do any good if it's just pointing straight at the... I'm gonna try something for a second. Hold on. All right. My son got me this. It's like a horse collar. All right, we've got first stage cooling for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Second stage, no. But I'm pretty sure this location doesn't have second stage cooling downstairs. The thermostat doesn't handle it. We've got hot discharge. Using two hands and I can't even get it. What excuse do I have? Okay, filters look good. We just did these not terribly long ago. Coil's not frozen. What could be happening here? Our belt's running. It's our VFD that's been bypassed because they're terrible. So the real question is, why do we have such a poor output temperature? I'm going to go ahead and pull temperatures from up here. I mean, I've got a nice cold suction line coming back. I don't feel like we're short on gas. We're not short cycling. Our coils aren't clogged. All right. So what I discovered is that if I try to initiate Y2, it trips out. So I can run Y1 all day long. But if I touched Y2 before, and I say before because I've changed something, if I touched Y2 before, I would get a visual spark, and then it would trip that transformer. So I'm going to go ahead and make my connection to Y2. Okay? No problem with the transformer. Well, I unhooked my second circuit safety cycle. So when I reconnect this, see the sparks? Trip. So there is a short or a problem in the Y2 circuit. We're on a delay right now. That's got to wake back up. But I want them to be cooling inside, at least for first stage. And then I'm going to get the schematic here and chase down. I mean, really, I don't need the schematic. You've got high pressure, low pressure, that's it. So it could be something in the physical board. And then when it leaves the board, the safety switch is interrupted. All right, see, so I have first stage jumped, so that'll go. And once I complete the circuit, then it leaves the board via however. So let me look at the wiring diagram a little bit, see what I can glean. All right, I think it's even simpler than that. I've got Y1. I don't see any rub outs in anything. I've got Y1 jumped. Let's see if the timer's off now. Nope. These Honeywells have a forever long delay. I've unhooked the contactor and I've hooked my meter up to it. But you know, it's hard to see. And now if I jump Y1 to Y2, I don't know if you can see, but I got 24 volts. I got a bad contactor. So I didn't feel like it was necessarily a short because it didn't trip immediately. So yeah, I think we just got a bad contactor. Well, contactors are my jam, you know that. But, what do you guys think? Is this better or worse? I feel like it's good for an overview and I can work a little easier. But I feel like I may have to get used to it to find out exactly where. I don't know. Okay, Y2 is not connected. Before I go and do a whole lot of work, just gonna test the theory, right? I know when this was connected and I jumped Y2, she tripped. She did not pull in. Let's remove this cover so we can actually see. The bad news for you is I'm going to keep you now with me for all this monotonous junk. I'll leave it rolling when I change the contactor, but I'll speed it up to like 2 times or something. Okay, so now if we jump, click, look at that. Bad contactor. All right, I got to power it down for this. All right, breaker's off. I put that disconnect in, but I can tell you, I have started changing a defrost clock where one leg of the disconnect wasn't good. Okay, we're dead. All right, my MO on these is to drop the old one totally intact, put the new one up, and then go wire for wire if you can. Often you cannot, but it looks like I'm a couple zip ties away from having the space I need. Okay, that's on the south side. Why do they have it upside down too? That's irritating.
Dongle right there, you gotta get rid of that. That single strand can short you out on something. Really?
I really want one of those screwdrivers that has the pounds per square inch clutch on it. I don't do a whole lot of breaker stuff that I need it, but it seems like a nice tool to have. All right, so now I can get see all the klutzy stuff that you normally miss. I also am not a big fan, and I'm ready to get screamed at, of drills, of powered screwdrivers, because I have found more people than not don't know how to use them, and then they just strip out the screws, then the screws don't fit in the panel anymore, and then everything's loose. Don't get me wrong, when I am running around taking panels off of these things, zip, 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 you gotta have the screwdriver. Gotta have the powered one. Okay, let's get that little dongle out of there. Okay. She's on the north side. Red on the right, brown on the left. Nope. Yep. Ignore me. Okay, so what do you do in this situation? When what you've got on this is terminals and my new contactor is lugs. So what do you do? Unless I don't have the wire, which I don't have a ton, I'm gonna cut the terminals off and I'm gonna use the lugs, because going forward, my contactors are going to be lugs. Boy, I really am tight on the wire coming up though. Oh, okay, there's plenty down here. So, I'm gonna feed up a little brown. So down here you got your brown and your red. Pull a little bit. Pull a little bit. Little brown, little red. Little brown, little red. So now, did you get into anything fun today? No? Changed the compressor on an electrofreeze machine. I posted that video. Maybe I can figure out how to put it on this video. I don't know. I'm technologically challenged. iMovie does all of my editing for me. And so many people, they're like, oh, I've heard YouTube takes so much of your time. One, I don't care a rip about being somebody on YouTube. And so if I cared, like, oh, I want to be an influencer, maybe I would think different about it. But literally, iMovie, I shoot these on my iPhone, iMovie stacks them up, I flip them in the right order, I literally watch them one time just to make sure I didn't hear somebody cussing in the background or something, because, you know, shockingly, that can happen. And then that's it, I post it. So I don't like this. Look at how sloppy I got, because I did this one upside down. That's not it. So I can't have all that wire be making contact with the terminal, with the bridge, right? So I have way too much in there. All right. What you think? And when we power this on, I have it jumped. So first stage is gonna come on right away. Ooh, click, I heard that. Jump to Y2. And now we're running Y2. Bada bing. So, this location doesn't have This location had a lot of issues downstairs with their thermostat. This is the location that they changed the thermostat and they wired something funny, and we ended up replacing the thermostat. So this point, I'm gonna jump Y1 and Y2. And sometimes I put this on a relay, sometimes I don't. For those of you who can go, you know, you can put it on a relay and stagger them, yes. Okay, now I took the jumper off, so that's why nothing started. But if we go from R to Y, both pull in. I'm gonna set this panel. I'm not gonna secure it, I'm just gonna set it. We're gonna let this run for a little bit. I'm gonna go downstairs, check temperature, output temps. I got that one buttoned all up. I pulled my jumper off of it. Listen to this. That compressor sounds terrible. I just got a call for a walk-in freezer at 40 degrees down the way. It's actually at the same place. Look at this river, by the way. I'm so squirrel. What a beautiful place. The same place I came from this morning that had the compressor on the soft serve. Walk-in freezers at 40 degrees. They say fans are spinning, no ice buildup on the coil, and they can hear the click of the thermostat when they adjust it up and down. So it was a truck day. Last I told them to make sure their truck driver didn't turn off a breaker. Back on solid ground. So, what a rascal. Let's go look at output temperatures. There you go. Now we're cooling. All right, we're still reading 78 at the moment, but I can tell you it feels worlds better in here.